Disney live-action Aladdin spoiler review in 5, 4, 3, 2... Hello, I'm Julie from Nostalgia Studios, where we talk about your favorite things from your childhood. Today, I'm going to do my personal review of the new Aladdin movie. Again, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want anything spoiled for you, go watch the movie and then come back to this video. Okay, let's jump right in. I didn't know what I was expecting walking into this film. For such a big movie this was, this is a live action of Aladdin, the Disney classic of Aladdin. There really wasn't that much buzz around it. Definitely not as much as there was around, Beauty and the Beast or any of the other, live action Disney movies. I think it's because it was introduced to us that it was happening at the same time as The Lion King. Oh my god, it's a live action of The Lion King? That's the biggest Disney movie ever, So I think that's why Aladdin didn't get a lot of attention, but I think that worked in its favor, because I didn't have any expectations going in. The trailer was okay. I was like, okay, I'm going to see this because it's probably going to be good, but I didn't really have expectations. But I walked out thinking, that was great. Not amazing, but great. Let's dive right into the story. Actually, before we get to the story, I'm not going to touch on this a lot, but it looked beautiful. I mean, all the environments and the costumes and everything were great. The CGI, for the most part, was good. A few times it was iffy, but for the most part, everything that the genie did and all the animal stuff was good, in terms of how it looked. But we'll get more into the genie and the animals and stuff later. Let's just start with the story, the changes that they made. I loved how they gave Jasmine so much of a bigger role. I think the point of Disney princesses is to be role models for these little girls, and it was amazing that they gave the female, a lot more power. They even, at the end, they even made her Sultan, which was, probably not historically accurate. They definitely wouldn't have made a female sultan, but it was great in this day and age to be showing little girls, especially since the United States is definitely on the verge of a female president, whether it's next year or a couple of years from now. So I think that's a really great message to show little girls that, yes, females can be strong leaders, and it is, even though the story said a long time ago, it's teaching kids today that. Aladdin was pretty much the same. I liked him. The actor really stuck with his charismatic, funny, kind of just happy, chill kind of, attitude about everything. Jafar, I think, was a bit disappointing. They wrote Jafar well. He was pretty much the same as the original. They gave him a bit more backstory, which I thought was really good. They, showed how he was once a street rat like Aladdin, having to steal food, and he worked himself up to be this high position of power, but the whole thing is he doesn't want to be just second. He wants to make it to first. And I think that was a really big thing with his character that came to play again when Aladdin's saying, "You're still second best" to the genie. So I think that was a good thing that they added about Jafar. Let's talk the genie. I think Will Smith did a really good job. A lot of people doubted that he could be the genie, this classic character Robin Williams portrayed. It was pretty much just Robin Williams as an animated character. But he did a really good job. And I think it's because he didn't try to make Robin Williams genie. He made his own spin on it, and I think it was a great spin on the character. He instantly reminded me, this is Genie, so much nostalgia for this character. But still, it was his own take on it. He didn't try to repeat the same thing that he'd ultimately fail in, because come on, nobody can beat Robin Williams. And I don't think his genie did. But I think when he was acting and the way he was written, he came somewhat close. When he was singing, however, it wasn't as amazing. In his first song, Arabian Nights, his singing was okay. Definitely made it more modern than the original Arabian Nights, but it was fine. It didn't need to be great. The important thing was the visuals on screen, which I thought were amazing. Going from the ship, going into town, seeing Aladdin, going into the palace, seeing Jasmine and the Sultan, and then going to Cave of Wonders and seeing Jafar. I thought that was great. And Friend Like Me, he did really bring it. I thought it was pretty good. Definitely not better than the original, but it was a pretty good rendition of Friend Like Me. And all the visuals and stuff, it really worked in their favor, even if they didn't modernize it a bit, which is fine. I personally don't love this new style of music, which, Will Smith is pretty famous for his rapping and stuff, which, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I can understand why people are. And then Prince Ali, I thought he did amazing. That was just a great sequence. It was just great. One step ahead, that Aladdin sang, I think that Mina Masood, he was a great Aladdin. He had all the characteristics. He looked the part. Everything was great. He wasn't an amazing singer, but he held through. He kept going. He did enough. In complete contrast to that, I thought Naomi Scott was absolutely incredible. I love the new song, Speechless. At first, when I listened to it, I'm like, I don't know about this. But then, I found myself, it was stuck in my head, and I was humming it for, since I saw the movie. So it really was good. And what I love about a new song for, a female character is I'm like, ooh, I want to sing that. I want to learn for, vocally, I want to be able to sing that. I don't know if I'll be able to sing that song. They gave her a difficult song that she really pulled off. Going from really low and having those really high notes. Oh my god. It was an incredible song, which she did beautifully. She was an amazing singer. A Whole New World was also great. Really, really nostalgic. It was just what it needed to be. I think most of the movie was just what it needed to be. I think they missed an opportunity with the songs. They could have got Jafar a villain song. It's crazy that he doesn't have a villain song. He's such this very powerful, very high up on the Disney villain tier. He doesn't have a villain song. What? He does not have a villain song. I think that if they did give it to him and it was not good, it wouldn't have come out. It wouldn't have looked good. So I think they didn't to be kind of safe. But they should have. They missed an opportunity. If they gave him, a good villain song that, matched his character, on, Be Prepared level of villain song, that would have been, a showstopper. I mean, that would have been amazing. Okay, I'm going to go to something that I don't think lots of people are talking about, and it is the animals. I like the way Raja's done. He's in it less, but it's fine. He's not that big of a character anyway, in both the original or this one. Abu was good. Abu was still, still the funny monkey. He was a bit less funny. He didn't have as much humorous roles. He did have a good amount, though. I did like how they did Abu. A few times they zoomed in on his face, and it's that's not a monkey. But he did well. He did well. He didn't act the part. It was all CGI. But, the Disney did well with Abu. The one that I don't like was Iago. Come on, Iago was one of my favorite characters from the first movie. He was so, I don't know, he's just so funny and blunt and so chatty and annoying compared to this very more quiet and sinister character of Jafar. It was really, the contrast was amazing, and Iago was so funny in the original, but they totally didn't make him like that in this one, which is fine to change things up, but it just, he wasn't used for humor. He was used as a spy, he was used as Jafar's sidekick, and that was all he was. Though, with Iago, there was the big chase when he was turned into a big bird, and they're fighting for the lamp, and there was Abu, and the magic carpet, and Aladdin, and Jasmine, and everyone was going, and oh my god, that was a great scene that wasn't in the original, when they were all had that big, flying chase to get the lamp back from each other. That was a great action sequence. I have to give them that. What else should I touch on? Let's see. I just think overall, it was a great movie. It really wasn't the original, which worked in its favor. It made itself different, and it made itself unique, and it was just what we needed to feel the nostalgia, but also make a new story that's more modern for a new generation of kids to enjoy, which I'm sure that they did. And I did enjoy it. I actually saw it twice, and I'll definitely be seeing it more times when it comes out on DVD, because it was quite great. It was just great. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was a great movie. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't best, movie ever. I really don't know where to put it on like the rank of all the live action Disney movies because it did good things, it did bad things. I really don't know where to put it. I think it was kind of on level with Beauty and the Beast. Some things being higher was, I guess, the singing and a lot of some of the acting. Lower being the CGI effects, and they didn't have as many great new songs as Beauty and the Beast. But overall, it was an amazing movie. So definitely go see it if you haven't already, even though I told you to see it at the beginning when I told you there would be spoilers. So go see it. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. Make sure to like, share, and hit that notification bell. You can subscribe by clicking here, and watch another video on Disney and Pixar by clicking here. Also, comment down below. What do you think of my review? What do you think of the movie? Just anything you have to say about this new movie. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. See you guys next time. Bye!